In this video, I ranked your New Year's resolutions. For the first video of the new year on the second channel, I figured we could use something that really builds us all up. So I asked you guys to submit on twitch.tv/Kwote your New Year's resolutions for me to take a look at. 2024 was a long year and 2025 is looking to not be much shorter, but I wanted to get a read on what you guys are doing going into it. And honestly, not that bad. I expected a lot less of y'all, so good work. If you enjoyed this video, this card at the end will take you to another one like it. And did you know only 20% of y'all are subscribed with notifications on? If you sub and hit that bell icon, you'll never miss an upload, and you can always undo it later.
That's only fair that I start, right? I'm gonna be putting some of y'all on the chopping block. Some of y'all did serious ones, some of y'all did joke ones. I'm probably gonna bully you more for the joke ones and try and wish well to the people. All right, so my main one is I'm like trying to like really commit to improving at like a thing I like doing. I'm challenging myself, and I don't think I'll be able to do this like on and off, like consistently, but I want to try and write like a verse or like a chorus. Just write something like musically every day, like just one, like just make it like a daily ritual. Like I want to like make that part of my dailies. Like I take my antidepressants in the morning, I fucking feed the cat, write a quick something. Like just repetition, just doing it all over and over again. You know what I mean? A lot of it's gonna suck, but that's the point. So let's look at y'all's resolutions. All right, first one here, James Marriott profile picture spotted. I do this. I feel like this kind of lines up with mine pretty decent. I don't want to like make promises of when music is coming out, because remember when I said I'd have more stuff coming in 2024? Yeah, that was a fucking lie. Well, actually, I did have like a feature and a few like fucking throwaway non-official singles, but I hope I want to have you in my top 5 artists on Wrapped. I want to do my best to make that a more achievable goal than listening to the same 6 songs over and over again. I really do want to thank you all for all the support on the music over the last year, like over 2024, because I was a lot of y'all's #1 artist despite not releasing like any new music the whole time. Means a lot to me. Okay, some of mine are kind of cliche, but start exercising more, eat better, organized my crochet whips because I have too many and they're all just out there, take better care of myself and recognizing what my body is trying to tell me if I'm doing too much. And then the most important one, watch a ton more Kwote. Yeah, these are generally 2 I have in mind. Like, I won't lie to y'all, I put on a little weight over this year. I'd like to get back to, I'd like to get like drop a couple pounds, you know? I'm not like overweight or anything crazy. Like, I guess like I'm a tad overweight. I don't know. I just want to lose some weight. So yeah, I can respect all these. I like that you have one in here that is like personally oriented about a hobby you have. I fuck with that. I think your New Year's resolutions should be a lot more than just like eat better, exercise more. One of them should be like, I think having a New Year's resolution that is like trying to chip at and make work at a skill or a hobby you have makes it more likely that you'll be able to follow through on that one. And then maybe all ships rise with the tides. Shadows, consume more Sonnet though content. I thought I was thinking it was just Shadow, and I was gonna be fine with that. I was fine with that. Just consume more Shadow the Hedgehog would be awesome. I wonder if like that spin-off Shadow the Hedgehog movie will be real. I reckon that he will get one. All right, next one. End the year as fast as possible. Mama needs Sonic 4. Damn, this is the grade they spoke about in the Bible. Dude, like, this is the thing. We have expended a lot of, like, good juju for, like, getting all the Shadow stuff we did this year. Time needs to be allowed for the tank to refill, okay? Next. My New Year's resolution is to escape Utah. Dude, I like, if you listen to like the founding of Utah, like how it was basically single-handedly shaped by the Mormons to create. Isn't it like Utah where the existence of soda bars, but only in Utah popped up because regular bars were really hard to get made? Oh, wait, this drawing's sick. I'm gonna watch more Kwote on youtube.com/Kwote with 3 E's, don't forget it. But also hopefully get less insecure about my voice and start streaming properly and grow a larger community. This year has already been wild and I only hope for things to get better. Also definitely need to do more fan art. I really like your art style, man. This shit is sick. I will say, like, the only way to get less insecure about your voice is to just kind of sit with it. Like, it is not like an overnight, okay, I'm suddenly comfortable. It's like you just gotta do it over and over again until like it fades into the background. I used to like struggle to edit my own videos because I hated hearing myself talk. Now I love it, but it didn't come all at once. So I just like start immediately, like don't make an excuse and just keep doing it no matter how much it makes you want to tear your ears off. I'm trying to not to focus on how the rest of my life will pan out and learning to live in the moment while I can. That's a wise thing to do. Do things in like balance, you know? where of course you need to think about your long-term future to some extent. Like, you ideally would want to start saving early. I understand that's not really an option for most people, and like it's only getting closer. It's never getting farther away, your future. But also, as you get closer, don't let the moment you're in pass you by. This is like fucking the most milquetoast advice ever, but I agree with that. My real resolutions are to keep up my self-care routine and not let myself slip back into old bad patterns and emotions, and to keep working towards my career and continue to work hard. Half joking resolution is to make/save enough money to buy this neat little cosplay helmet I want. I think those are both equally valid. Like I said, I think these resolutions where you have like a goal in mind in order to like progress like your passion for a hobby is like, and you are able to stick to that, might like make it more likely you're able to keep up with the other ones. Maybe not perfectly, but you know, we're going like doing like 50% of your New Year's resolution and then failing the other 50% of the time is better than like, oh, well, I already failed once. I guess the streak's off. It's like, nah, man, like fucking do it by half measures if you must. Anything worth doing all the way is worth doing by half measures. I forgot who that saying is from, but it's a fucking banger. Germa, no way, Germa! To love myself and love others deeply and be less afraid to feel everything, paste. Pick one thing I like about myself and let it grow so I can know myself again and like who I am. I think picking one thing to do that with is kind of impossible. You have to like yourself in totality. Continue to go to school and keep working towards getting my, is that bachelor studies and captive wildlife care. Bars. This middle one, it's like, I like agree with the thrust of it, but like picking one thing is probably gonna be a little futile because you are not one. If you're like, the goal is to let yourself grow and like your whole self, then you need to understand you're not just one thing. You're like that, you are that one thing that intersects with every other part of you in a really messy way. Anyways, back to it. My New Year's resolution is to get smart enough to build an Omnitrix. I really want one. Also not get angry as much, but I got priorities. I mean, yeah, no, I appreciate the self-awareness there. Honestly, my New Year's resolution is to just keep being the silly little clown, silly like the clown I am. That way I'm not putting huge expectations in front of myself. Just be silly and stay silly. Your name is Jester, so I'm not sure if this is entirely a bit. I think there's like absolutely let yourself enjoy things. Like, be willing to unwind. I feel like most of my advice during this is gonna come down to moderation. It's like, hey, I like this for you, but maybe like it's somewhere in the middle. It's like your profile picture Shadow the Hedgehog, man. He's such a silly little scrunkly, but that motherfucker knows how to lock in. Don't do his likeness a disservice. Zoe, I want to get laid finally. Yeah, well, I got no advice for this one, brother. I'm sorry. Good luck, I guess. Like, I got no tips for you. No tips for you. I made myself laugh with that implication. I want to obtain a copy of Pokemon Black and White in Omega Ruby / Alpha Sapphire for my collection, and make a friend or something too, I don't know. Or would 3DS era Pokemon games or DS era games be cheaper? Okay, Pokemon Black on eBay costs like at least $100. Like we're like $180 for just the fucking cartridge on some of these. Jesus. All right, next. My resolution is trying not to be autistic as fuck and spend all my money on my hyperfixations. If you're autistic, no amount of trying is gonna make it go away. You will just be masking, and that will drill a hole in the side of your brain. Spending habits, though, that is a good thing to try and like bring in. Do not try to undo autism. It won't work. Anyways, my resolution is to have more than $1 in my Steam account. Why your Steam account, man? Fucking put it in an actual bank account where it retains value. That $1 should be in an actual bank account where at least it's growing like a cent of interest every millennia. Shit resolution. I only want to buy games with my money. Keep all your money in Robux. That's the real way to fucking get under the FBI's radar. That's how you really launder money. I'm gonna stop blacking out and falling into buckets of mop water and the wall beside my very weak, unhinged, unfinished basement door, where I nearly meet the hard, sharp rock wall at the bottom. And also finish my Murder Drones origin story fanfic. Dude, do you live in like a fucking saw trap? What the hell? To be fair, everything you just described, the first 3 lines of this completely line up with an AO3 author determined to finish their fanfic. That is very in character. For my New Year's resolution, I want to, and then they just blank it out like Kendrick on that intro track. Jesus. To make it so my girlfriend doesn't leave me. I love teamfight tactics and want to main a jungler as a newbie in League. I hope none of this goes well for you. Like, I am actively rooting against you in every single one of these, dude. To make it so my girlfriend doesn't leave me. I mean, that's ominous to me, man. That's ominous. That reads ominous to me, man. Peyton wants to read more AO3 every day. I agree. There was like a time where I was like putting up LeBron numbers. All right, what's next? Sunflower Gal, friend of the channel. On a more serious note, I want to fill out my portfolio with more bigger pieces, as well as finally kickstart some sort of project. Only got 3 scripts of varying completion for comics, so hopes I can get something out this year. Fuck yeah. Self-actualize. Create that passion project. Start that big commitment you've been putting off. Do it. Do it. I just need to stop reading as much. My head hurts when I read online. Print out AO3 fanfics on printer paper and then read them physically. That sounds like a great idea. All right, what we got next? Nerd says, their resolution is to ship more characters than necessary next year. I was lacking this year. Joking aside, fix my health. Blood pressure issues got my head aching for the last 5 months. I don't know. I know healthcare hard to get in this country, but that does seem like the sort of thing you might want to get checked out by the doc. You know what I'm saying? That might be one of them times you're like, Mom, can I use the health insurance from work if you have it, please? Apple Fox says, my New Year's resolution is to not work so much, so I don't keep burning myself out. Correct. It's not about getting in the maximum hours as possible in the shortest amount of time. It's about sustainability. Build something, structure your life in a way where you can do things long term. It's in your nature. You as a human are not out sprinting and out speeding the prey you hunt. You are an endurance hunter. You are slower, but you bide your time. You go on long leisurely walks. Fox Animation says they want to learn how to draw hands. Give up. It's never happening. I'm rooting for you. Like, I don't think most of these I've either been approving of the, resolution itself and thought that it was pretty possible to get to. I'm approving of this. I don't think you're gonna do it. It's impossible, man. You're never gonna learn. All right, what next? You want to become this cat. What, weak and defenseless? Encased in yarn, unable to escape? This is cute to us, but this cat has been trapped against its will. Is likely suffering immensely because we think the position we've put it in is incredibly adorable. I'm gonna count how many times I sneeze in a year, get as far as possible in Merge Dragons, and finish my 1PP Best Anime Scratch-Off poster. I like that first one. I don't think we've seen any benign, just commitments to a New Year's resolution where they just want to do something really stupid, but see if they can stick with it. I hope you pull through with that. Draw quite every day of the year. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Honestly, fuck it even being me, just committing to drawing the same thing every day in different ways, me or not, is actually, I feel like, a pretty useful tool. It's like you hyper-focus on the details of one subject and get really good at doing that, and maybe that, carries over. Start dealing cards at the local casino. Pay off my card debt, ideally with the money from the casino. Get my money up, hopefully from the casino. I think you have the right idea. You don't want to get your money from gambling there, because if you do too well, they're gonna knock you down. The house always wins, so join the house. Get paid minimum wage house money, you know? That sounds strategy to me, I think. Okay, what's next? Be able to successfully do the Rasputin Just Dance. Oh, that one's gonna be hard. And then make money. Unrelated. I love that. Thank you for specifying. Thank you for specifying. Okay, oh damn, we got an itemized list right here. Okay, this person wants to pass all their classes without needing an exam. Fuck bitches, get money. I saw a tweet the other day that asked, does the fuck in fuck bitches get money mean ignore or have sex with? Because I feel like ignoring women in just general relationship building, if we're being honest, makes the grind and getting money a little easier. Go out drinking and gambling more. Okay, very, very healthy. Is that how you plan to get the money? Spend more time with my big sister? Yep. I fuck with that. Cherish your family while you got them if you got a good relationship with them. Make new friends. Yep, put yourself out there. Read at least 1 book per month. Does fanfic count? Because I've been doing that. Study with an IRL corpse. I assume that has something to do with your studies. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna leave that one open to interpretation. I don't need no clarity. This 2025, I'ma be my alpha self. This was probably a joke, but I don't even have anything funny to say here. My New Year's resolution is 1080 by 19. Been hearing this one for a decade. And honestly, I just kind of find, the fact people are still using 1080p as their New Year's resolution, I think is kind of pathetic. Standard monitor and, resolution has gone so far beyond this to 4K. 4 times 1080p, and you're saying, I'm gonna stay in 2010. You're regressing. The world's leaving you behind. My resolutions are to have my own vehicle, apartment, and a stable job by the end of next year. It will be my year, chat. We are rooting for you, Ratbo Swagman. Ratbro Swagman. You got this. Survive! Fucking really just pulled out Halo Reach. Objective. Survive! I want to make good money off of selling furry art. Seriously, how are furries so loaded with cash? Okay, here's the issue. Furries who buy furry art are doctors and lawyers. They are rich through outside means. So, Start there. Get rich in another field. Like, if you think you're gonna get, like, fuck ton of money off of just drawing furry porn for commissions, I'm sorry, but, like, you have to have the name recognition first. Like, you have to be an established artist. You want to eat a block of cheese within 5 hours? I'm sorry, you'd easily have. I could do that in less than 5 easily, man. The block of cheese probably would lead to a lot of farts, though, let's be real. I'm a jork it less, stick to my succulent gardening hobby, and maybe finally build my muscles when I'm job searching post-grad. I love the terminology that is like just waded into people's normal speech. It's like, yeah, man, like people don't say, yeah, I got a porn addiction, I gotta work on that. It's like, I'm gonna jork my peanuts less. You wanna play more Brawl Stars and not fill another college class again because I was playing Brawl Stars? See, the only real solution here is you have to get really good at Brawl Stars so that you're at a skill level where you don't need to practice anymore. Like, you're just good enough at the game that you can play it casually and still win, and that creates time for the college classes. I figured it all out. I want to expand my music taste. I only just recently sat down and listened to the Arctic Monkeys, and I actually liked it, so now I'm trying to find other artists like them in Radiohead. You picked, like, the 2 biggest ones, man, so Do you know Tame Impala's One Guy? Is that Kendrick in the PFP? I'm pretty sure. It's like the little cat edit. I want to work more on personal projects this year. Finish a game I started making at uni. My biggest resolution is to hopefully get a job in game design or concept art now that I've finished my degree in that field. Oh, you sweet summer child. Oh. He got the degree and he's going into game design, dude. Oh, he's gonna die. This is the last if he gets the job, this is the last we're hearing of this guy. The gaming industry eats motherfuckers up and shits them out alive. Okay, this is Jillian's, Mod Jillian's. They want to have more self-confidence, work out, eat better, travel more with Justine. Ooh, improve my own physical/mental health. Good shit. Good shit. I approve of them all. I approve of them all. Just make sure it's not at the expense of modding for the Kwote Twitch chat stream. My New Year's resolution is to just be a chill guy and not be too skibbity to do it. No cap, for real, Sigma. I don't know, man. It's just like brain rot talk. I'm sorry, man. Like, I can't even laugh at this. I can't. You got this shit burnt the fuck out. I want to become this exact gradient. This is a nice gradient. I think I have like a bodysuit that has a gradient pattern similar to this. I mess with this. I want to acquire a Fred shirt so Fred can speak to me through it like the Green Goblin mask and make me turn into the new Fred Figglehorn. You will never be him. I do not approve of this, trying to supplant something that can never be replaced, and B, thinking that you would ever be worthy of it. You should be fucking ashamed of yourself. You'll never be him. I want to finally catch up to my peers and choose a university. Also, it's already planned, so might as well call it a resolution. I'm buying a vibrator and planning on using it to its full potential. Just max setting immediately? You're not gonna like ease up? I mean, do you, I guess. Here's Wallace's. Wallace, friend of the channel. He wants to encourage criminals who share names with Nintendo characters to step up their game this year. I'm gonna make sure emulation is the least of their worries. Okay, that's a bold one. That's a bold one, Wallace. Now, the question is, are they criminals? Like, are you only considering people who are already criminals and have shared names with Nintendo characters, or do you want to make them into criminals? Because I feel like a blank slate might be easier to work with. Like, it just kind of depends on what your goal here is. This year, it was to count every time I ate pasta and what pasta I ate, but I don't know what to count this year. Okay, this is the person counting their sneezes. This is like that taken to the extreme. You fucking love, like, I know you fuck up a spiral pasta. Look, 29 different spirals on different occasions. Like, jeez, man, that's like more than the next 3 combined. Here we have Sonic skins. I'm gonna stop exercising, start eating McDonald's, stop going out, stop brushing my teeth, stop getting dressed, stop doing everything that could distract me from my beloved Skibbity Sonics. This is probably gonna be real and in Fortnite in like within the year. Like, I'm convinced that Sonic is gonna be in Fortnite someday. And that was the last one. This is the last one for the last stream of the year. Can you all believe that? Holy shit, I have to shit. But if you're watching this on YouTube, you're watching this in the new year. You missed out. You literally could have been here and participated in the last stream of the year, but you weren't here, so it's kind of lame.